Hi chums, I'm just going to do a wee video diary of this urn. Now, it's going to be little short snippets, but here we are, okay? So this piece of wood is 7¼ inches in diameter. This piece here is 5 3/4. So I'm going to aim for in between this and this, which is about 6¼ At 6¼ that gives me an internal diameter of just over 5. So I'll go for 5 inches. So the radius, and that's 2.5. And if I make the internal cylinder 7.7 inches high, that'll give me 147, and I need about 125, 120, 125. So we'll be dead on. Give me about 20 cc's extra, so there's no problem. And what that'll do then is, that'll mean that going on the same sort of proportions as this, it'll mean that this will end up approximately that height there where my finger is now, just a bit taller than that and slightly wider, so the proportions will stay the same. Now this is subject to change obviously, but I'm just going to do a bit of roughing down now to let you see that part. I have to reduce the diameter of this by 1 inch, so that's taking ½ an inch off the whole way around, because whatever happens here as well, remember, you know. So we'll just do a wee bit of that now. Get my face shield on and off we go. So the lathe's turned down completely. There's no speed in this at all, because you don't want to start a lathe up and it may be sitting at full speed, you know. So it's on now. Zero down. So it's just starting to vibrate a bit there. So there's 900. Just smoothing some of the bumps out, because that's why you see the chisel stalling, because there's little bumps in it from the earlier on, but I've taken those off now. This is scary, but we just stop the lathe to see what's happening, and everything's dead on. So we'll see what the diameter of that is. These are a great job here. Simon Hope. Right, so that's what I do is when I'm measuring these, I put the calipers in this and measure on the wood, and then having to worry about trying to spread the tape across between the points of the caliper. So we're down to 7 inches. I've taken 1/4 inch off there in that time, so you can see it's going to take a bit of time. So I'll just do another wee bit and then we'll turn this thing off. Now just incidentally, it was safe for me to turn the lathe on while it was turned up there, because I knew where the speed was when it stopped and I knew it was stable, so that's okay. sort of hitting some wee branched, wee twiglets coming out there, but it's just wee knots, but they'll be okay. So where are we at now? Probably another 1/8 of an inch. Right. And it doesn't matter if you're right in the wood, because you're going to be turning it off anyway, so it doesn't matter. So there's 6.5, we're almost there. So sorry about the bouncy there, folks. I've got you on the guard for the lathe that's behind. It's on a sort of a clamp thing, and it looks like a good position if it doesn't move. Okay, so we just started shaping here now. So we're going to blend this in. So you can see where I'm at here. There's the base, okay? Now it's not going to be that big, but I need to leave myself space just in case something goes wrong, you know. So there's the base. Then we're going to start the body of it here, and as you see, it comes up a lot further. So what I need to do here is I'm going to split this thing here about here, okay? And I need to have a flat spot there because I'm going to join these two halves together again after I hollow it. So I need to have a flat spot there, which I can then blend if I need to. But if you look at this one here, it kind of curves up and goes straightish then up in. So I'm going to aim for that again because this is the one this lady likes. So I'm going to aim for that sort of look. So I'm just going to show you, I'm blending here, I'm going very slowly, but I'm going to cut, I'm going to cut the lathe about, I'm going to cut it here, because I've got a knot here, and I've got a knot here, so I don't want to be cutting through those, it has to be a disaster maybe, but what I'll do is I will stabilize those with very thin CA glue, and they'll never move again before I cut them, so I have to go and get some glue, but I can do other work in the meantime. So we'll just stabilise these. Do a bit of bark around that. That'll be nice if it stays, you know. If not, there's wee cheats you can do where you can just fill it in with shavings and nobody will ever know. Oh, I shouldn't be telling anybody that. Okay, so just basically all I'm doing is this. I can see, maybe you can see there's wee tiny bulge here. It's a bit lower here than it is here, so I'll take it off. But the reason I'm scraping like this and not cutting like this is because I don't want to end up getting too deep. I'm almost at the shape I want. Excuse me. So I'm going to scrape it instead because that's very gentle. That won't take very much off. And I can assure you that all the famous turners, when they get close to the shape they want, they start scraping or they get the 80 grit or 60 grit sandpaper out. Excuse me. And they cut it with a sandpaper because when you put a lot of work into something you don't want to lose it. I can just feel a wee bulge there, so I'll just work away at that. So that's the shaping process. The next thing will be I'm going to come up to here and maybe start shaping in here. Because I'm going to have to hollow both of these. If you look at this here, I need 7 inches. Well, there's 7 there, right? But I have to remember, I'm thinner down here, so I'm going to take my 7 from here, which brings me up to here, which is just over the cut line. There's a cut line. So it's going to be over the cut line. So that'll be good there, but I'm going to take it up to here as my depth, 8 inches. And then that'll give me another 4 inches for the top of it. So it should look okay, you know. But you keep everything as big as you can, as long as you can, because we can't put the wood back on again, you know. So that's where we are now. I'm going to finish just blending this out, have a wee look at it, get a cup of tea and have a wee think. My nerves are shattered. I've only one go at this. My nerves are shattered, but I'm enjoying it, you know. So, and look at that there. Look, that's the big hole that was in that yesterday. In here, and it's almost disappeared already. You know, just rounding that off earlier on. Okay, bye-bye.